Hi everyone, Namaste and welcome to this 30 minutes Hatha Yoga session with me, Avinash. I'll be your guide for today's session, and in today's session we will start as we usually do with the centering warm-ups, moving ahead with a short sequence, and after that we'll be going with the asanas where we will be focusing on all the spinal movements and then leading towards the relaxing pose and the relaxation in Savasana. Alright, get ready with the posture first for the centering. Either come into Sukhasana or Vajrasana, whatever is comfortable for you. Keep your back straight, hands in Chin Mudra, and let us keep the shoulders relaxed. Eyes closed. And slowly bring the awareness towards your body and your breath. Slowly start to deepen your breath. As comfortably as you can. And start to observe your body. Observe how are you feeling with the body today. Observe if there's any tension or any soreness in any area of the body. Preparing yourself for the upcoming practice. And let us join the hands to the heart center. We will start with 3 Omkaras together. Take a deep breath, inhale. And slowly start to bring your palms, generate a good amount of heat. Make a cup of your palms, place it over your eyes, your facial muscles, and then very slowly open your eyes with a few blinks looking into your palms. Right, perfect. Let's get started with our warm-ups for today. First things first, we will be sitting into Sukhasana itself. Starting with first neck movement. Keep your palms on the knees itself. Now starting with, take a deep breath, inhale and lift your chin up. Try to look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the chin down towards the notch and look down. 1, 2, keep moving at a medium pace. 3, 4, 5, and slowly neck back to the center. Now bring the chin down, closer to the closer to the notch, and then slowly turn your chin towards the right shoulder, look to the right side, bring it down and left. Keep moving, medium pace. 2, 3, 4, 5, and slowly come back to the center. Bring the chin up. The same thing, chin slightly up, and the same 180-degree rotation. Now with right ear going closer to the right shoulder. Chin up and left. Keep moving. 2, 3, 4, 5, and slowly neck back to the center. Wonderful. Now moving ahead with the wrist rotation, slowly bring your hands up, thumbs inside, cover your thumbs with your fists, and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse it, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, palms facing up, bring your fingers to the shoulders, open your elbows to the sides, down, forward, and up, going for shoulder socket rotation. 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Slowly bring your hands down. Now from here, slowly come onto your palms and on your knees. Turn the toes in and lift your knees off the floor. Going into a pedaling. From here, just bend one of your knee and keep the other straight, and then change like this for another 10 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly keep your knees down here, knees slightly wider, and sit back with your hip on the heels. Once that is done, keep your hands stretched. Now from here, you will be slowly leaning forward and trying to take your chest in between your both the hands. Lie down straight on the abdomen. With inhalation, lift up into Bhujangasana. With exhalation, slowly go back into the child's pose from where we lifted and back to Balasana. Okay, just like this. Let's do it for another 5 more times. Inhale, lean and Bhujangasana. Exhale, back. 2, lean forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, back. 3, lean forward, up, exhale, back. 4, lean forward, up, exhale, back. One last time. 5, forward, exhale, and back. Slowly turn the toes in from here and lift your knees once again off the mat. Slowly take your right foot in between your both the hands, left foot in between your both the hands. Place your both the palms on the waist, and with inhalation, slowly stand up on the mat. Okay, starting with our sequence for today. We are going with 3 rounds of Chandra namaskar. Let's start with the cycles together. For the first cycle, we're going with a little slow pace, and from the second and the third cycle, we're gonna pick up the pace. Okay, let's come to the beginning of the mat. Please keep your feet together, roll the shoulders back, chest out, standing tall into Samasthiti. Join your hands to the heart center into Pranamasana. Now from here, together, inhale, raise the hands up and arch. Exhale, knees bend, and slowly going down into Padahastasana. If any tension to the back, just keep your knees soft bend. Inhale, take the left leg back onto the mat, left knee down with the left toe out, raise the hands up and arch back a little bit, looking up. Exhale, keep your palms down here, take the right leg back and come into mountain pose. Keep the knees down, chest down, chin down on the ground into Ashtang Pranam. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Try not to straighten the elbows completely here. Make sure your elbows are soft bent. Exhale, back to Parvatasana. Inhale, take the right foot in between your both the hands now. Keep your left knee down. Once your foot comes in, make sure your right knee is in line with your heel, and the foot is something like this. You use your hand to pull your foot forward, and then once again with inhalation, raise the hands up. Exhale, keep the palms down. Left leg forward, come into a forward bend. Inhale, start to raise the hands up from the front. Exhale, hands to the heart center. This is one half of the cycle. Let's start with the other half and continue to pick up the pace. All right, let's start. Join the hands. Breathe in, raise the hands up. Breathe out, slowly bend down. Inhale, take the right leg back, right knee down, hands up and arch. Exhale, palms down, take the left leg back, coming into mountain pose. Knees down, chest down, chin down, Ashtang Pranam. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, take the left foot in, right knee down on the ground, raise the hands up and arch. Exhale, palms down, right leg forward, come into a forward bend. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Going ahead, second cycle. Breathe in, raise the hands up. Breathe out, bend down. Breathe in, left leg back, left knee down on the ground. Raise the hands up and arch. Exhale, palms down, right leg back, mountain. Knees down, chest down, chin down on the ground. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, take your right foot in, left knee down on the ground. Raise the hands up and arch. Exhale, palms down, left leg forward, come into a forward bend. Inhale, hands up and arch. Exhale to the heart center. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, bend down. Inhale, right leg back, this time right knee down on the ground. Hands high and arch. Exhale, palms down, left leg back, mountain. Knees down, chest down and chin down on the ground. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, take your left leg in, right knee down, hands up and arch. Exhale, palms down, leg forward into a forward bend. Inhale, raise the hands up. And exhale, hands to the heart center. One final cycle. Let's finish it off. Once again, coming to the beginning. Join the hands. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bend down. Inhale, left leg back, left knee down. Raise the hands up and arch. Exhale, palms down, leg back, mountain. Knees, chest and chin down on the ground. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, take the right leg in, left knee down, hands up. Exhale, palms down, left leg forward, come into a forward bend. Inhale, hands up and arch. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, bend down. Inhale, right leg back, right knee down on the ground, hands up and arch. Exhale, palms down, left leg back, mountain. Knees, chest and chin down on the ground. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, take the left foot in, right knee down, raise the hands up and arch. Exhale, palms down and leg forward. Come into a forward bend. Breathe in, hands up and arch. And breathe out, hands to the heart center. Awesome. We are done with our Chandra namaskar cycle. I hope we're feeling a little warmth in the body and we're feeling that the breath has slightly gone off its pace. So just take a few breaths to settle down the breath, but stay there only and watch me explaining the first static asana which we are about to do, and after that we will start together. So just recover your breath, but keep watching. From here, now we will be opening the feet for a medium stance of 3 to 3.5 feet apart. Once that is done, you open your right toe for a 45-degree angle, left toe for a 45-degree angle. Once that is done, now we start to bend our knee and try to bring the knees in line with the heel. Once that is done, you go as much as possible. If any tension while squatting to the knee, then don't squat too deep, just go halfway, something like this with a easy bend. Once that is done, we will be keeping one of the forearm on the side and then stretch the other hand up while looking up towards the ceiling. If any tension while looking up, you can always look down towards the ground. All right, let's get started by going into a Kali asana lateral stretch. So once again, keep your feet together, open your legs to a medium stance of 3 to 3.5 feet apart. Once done, please turn the toes out, breathe in and breathe out, bend and down. Once done, keep the right hand down, left hand over and stretch. You should be feeling the stretch coming from the left side of the body, and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Very slowly come back and once again exhale, bend down with the knees, left forearm down and right hand over. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Inhale, slowly come back. Turn the toes in, but don't bring your feet closer. Let the feet be here only, toes and the heels in one line. Place your both the palms on the waist. Inhale deeply here. As you exhale, you slowly start to bend forward completely down from here and going into Prasarita Padottanasana. And from here, if you feel comfortable, you can keep your both the palms on your mat exactly in line with your feet. Hold it there and keep breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and slowly lift your head up, both the palms on the waist and come up. Bringing your feet closer, and once that is done, let's sit back into a child's pose quickly for once. Another 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Slowly come back, and once that is done, now going for our next position, which is Parivritta Parshvakonasana, but with a easier variation. So we're not going with the final intense variation. So first things first, what we will be doing is we will be going into downward facing dog. We'll lift and bring the right foot in between our hands and keeping the left palm in line with your right foot only. Keep the left knee straight off the ground. Raise the right hand up from the right side and hold it here. Make sure your knee is bending properly and is in line with your heel. By any chance, if it feels too easy for you, then in that case, you can take your left hand outside the right foot, something like this, and then stay there like this. Okay, depending on what's comfortable for you, go ahead with that. Only if the first variation feels too easy, go with the second variation. Otherwise, stay with the first variation itself. Okay, let's start together. Once again, turn the toes in, going into the mountain. Breathe in, lift your right leg up, and breathe out, step your right foot in between your both the palms. Once that is done, now inhale, lift your right hand up from the right side and hold it there, looking to your right hand fingers. Again, if you want to go a little intense, you can. If you feel this is tough, you can keep the back knee down and stay here. 2. Keep bending your right knee properly. Feel the engagement coming from your thigh. 3. 4. And 5. Slowly keep your palm down. Take the right leg back, mountain. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, left foot in between your both the palms. Once again, if you are comfortable, you can take your left hand directly up, or you can keep your right palm outside the left if you want to make it intense. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly keep your palm down. Take the leg back and keep the knees down. Sit back into Vajrasana. From Vajrasana, now we are going with our next position, which will be Ushtrasana. It's a back bend. So Ushtrasana, we have 2 variations. We can start together. If you feel that the first variation is tough, I'll tell you the scale down. Now, with inhalation, lift yourself on your knees, stand on your knees. Once you're here, you can either slowly, one by one, take your hands back on your heels, something like this, making sure your pelvis is forward, or you can turn the toes and stay here, something like this. If this feels too tough on the back, just keep your both the palms on the lower back and arch for today. All right, whatever we are comfortable with, let's go with that. Take a deep breath, inhale, and one by one, take your hands back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very slowly, one by one, come back up. Sit back into Vajrasana, and one more time, going into Balasana, child's pose. Quick 3 counts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly come back. We did 2 extra counts just for a better relaxation. Now from here, let's stretch the legs out on to the mat, and from here let's fold the legs, something like this. Once that is done, now please place your right ankle on top of your left thigh, something like this. Take your both the hands, right hand from in between your both the legs and left hand from outside the left leg. Interlock your fingers outside your left thigh or your left shin, whatever feels comfortable, and just stay there with the leg pulled for about next 5 breaths into Supta Kapotasana. 1. Feel the stretches coming from the right hip, maybe a little from the lower back. 2. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly keep your foot down, change the leg, left ankle on top of your right thigh, pull the leg in and hug. Again, feel the stretches coming from the left hip and maybe a little from the lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very slowly keep your foot down, pulling your both the knees closer to the chest here. Open your both the hands to the shoulder level from the sides. Take a deep breath, inhale, and as you exhale, just turn your neck to the right side once and drop your both the knees to the left side. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, do the same on the other side. Inhale, come back to the center, and now slowly stretch your legs out on the mat. Please keep your feet apart, hands away from the body, palms facing up to the ceiling, and eyes closed. Adjust your back, your neck, your arms, whatever feels comfortable into your Savasana right now. And before we go with the complete relaxation of Savasana, we'll go for 3 humming sounds together. Take a deep breath, inhale. And relax. Maintain the relaxation and the calmness throughout the body in your Savasana for some time. Now very slowly come back to your body consciousness. Sensitize your toes, your fingers, your palms, and start to feel your complete body. Very slowly bring your feet together. Stretch your both the hands above your head, interlock your fingers, flip the palms out and start to stretch your complete body. And relax. Very slowly take a turn towards your right side. Keep your right hand under your head as a support and left palm in front of your chest. With the support of your left palm, slowly try to come up. Sit in any comfortable position. Let us join the hands to the heart center. We'll close the practice with one Om and three Shanti together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Slowly start rubbing your palms. Generate a good amount of heat. Make a cup of your palms, place it over your eyes, your facial muscles, and then very slowly open your eyes with a few blinks looking into your palms. Right. Thank you so much everyone for joining me in this Hatha Yoga practice. I hope you're feeling fresh, relaxed and energized as compared to the start of the session. I will be looking for your valuable feedback on our Facebook community, Stronger Together with Cult Home. And also don't forget to follow our Instagram at Cult Transform Plus. For now, this is me, Avinash, signing off. Take care.
For more such workout videos, download the cultfit app now. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Cult.